In today's, incredibly dynamic business landscape, building a brand that truly resonates feels like finding a clear signal in a very noisy world. How do successful companies not just cut through all that noise, but actually build fierce loyalty and, genuinely connect with their audience? Today, we're embarking on a deep dive into two distinct but profoundly connected pillars of modern business success. We've got a stack of fascinating sources here that reveal real leverage points, things ranging from the strategic architecture of technology that powers operations, all the way to the surprisingly impactful physical presentation of products, even in our increasingly digital world. So our mission today is to extract the most potent insights from these sources to help you navigate these complexities and ultimately thrive.
And it's interesting because this dive really highlights a crucial duality, doesn't it? While one of our sources zeroes in on, let's say, the internal mechanics of efficiency, the other one illuminates a really powerful external touch point. It's a stark reminder, I think, of just how multifaceted modern marketing truly is. It spans everything from that unseen digital infrastructure to the tangible, almost sensory experience of a brand.
Okay, let's unpack this then. Let's start with that invisible architecture you mentioned. Our first source, The Ultimate Guide to Building Your MarTech Stack, offers a, pretty clear step-by-step roadmap for creating a successful marketing technology stack. Now, when we say MarTech Stack, think of it as your carefully chosen digital toolkit, all the software, all the platforms that power your marketing efforts, from attracting leads right through to nurturing customers. So why is building this specific collection so crucial today? And honestly, where do we even begin if we're looking to optimize one or maybe build one from scratch?
Yeah, that's the big question. And a key takeaway from the guide is that a MarTech stack isn't just about accumulating a bunch of tools. It seems obvious, but it's often missed. It's fundamentally about solving specific marketing challenges and, crucially, boosting team productivity. It really pushes us to look beyond just thinking, oh, we need a new tool, and instead to truly diagnose the root cause of a marketing hurdle. Like, for instance, are you genuinely struggling with lead generation itself, or is it maybe that your existing CRM is poorly integrated and leads are just, falling through the cracks?
That distinction is critical, isn't it? So it sounds like it starts with some foundational self-assessment. First, the guide says assess your current marketing challenges, really pinpoint the real productivity obstacles. Then it pushes you to establish clear, specific, and measurable marketing goals with deadlines. That makes the entire tech investment truly purposeful.
Exactly. Purposeful is a key word, not just buying shiny new software hoping it'll magically fix things. And from a practical standpoint, the guide advises creating a budget essential and then prioritizing tools. List them from most to least important. That way, you're not just buying randomly. You're investing where you'll see the most immediate impact. It also emphasizes the importance of doing thorough research. Reviewing product curation lists, sure, but also, crucially, gathering input from other teams.
Other teams?
Yeah, across the organization. People who might interact with these tools, even indirectly. Their insights can be absolutely invaluable.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, a really valuable insight from the guide, and maybe a bit counterintuitive for some, is the importance of integrating non-MarTech tools into your marketing ecosystem. Things like team management software. What's the deeper implication there? How should we view our overall marketing operations in light of that?
Well, it basically acknowledges that marketing doesn't happen in a vacuum, right? It's not a silo. Your MarTech stack needs to play nice with project management, with sales, even with customer service platforms. It's about building a cohesive ecosystem where information flows freely. That enhances collaboration and ultimately the customer experience. And the pragmatic advice continues to is keep it simple. Start only with the most relevant tools. You can always scale up later if needed.
Right. Don't overcomplicate it from the start.
Exactly. And considering integration options between the tools you choose, that isn't just a best practice. It's a critical preventative measure against data silos and those workflow bottlenecks we all hate.
Absolutely. And the guide also stresses focusing on medium-term solutions, things that offer help now and, say, for the next few years, rather than only chasing distant long-term goals. Makes sense. So once you've made these strategic investments, what happens during the implementation phase? What's the advice there?
Okay, implementation. The guide details that you need to first transfer your data and then immediately start using the tools. Don't let them sit there. And it suggests delegating the workflow creation process, assign different data types or processes to specific team members, and importantly, build step-by-step tutorials for each tool. That ensures smoother adoption across the team. It's a bit like a chef getting a brand new set of knives. You wouldn't just chuck them in the drawer and hope for the best, would you? You'd learn how to use each one safely, effectively, to actually elevate your cooking. Same principle.
That's a great analogy. Now, that concept of continually assessing your stack, that sounds crucial, but probably gets overlooked sometimes in the rush to just implement and forget. What are the telltale signs, maybe, that a company's MarTech stack is failing them, even if they think it's done?
Yeah, ignoring that final step, the continual assessment, that's how you end up with what some people call zombie software.
Zombie software.
Yeah, licenses you pay for but nobody uses. Or worse, tools that actually hinder workflows because they just don't fit anymore. They're outdated or the process changed. So the guide really reminds you, the listener, that team needs, market conditions, even customer behavior, it's all constantly changing. That requires a flexible, adaptive approach to your technology. It's an ongoing optimization process, really, not a one-time setup.
Okay, so the bottom line for your strategy here seems to be this. It's really about strategic thinking, not just buying software. It's about aligning technology with specific evolving business needs and making sure every single tool serves a clear current purpose. All right, so we've explored that strategic foundation, the digital operations, that MarTech stack powering your brand from the inside out. But what happens when all that internal efficiency finally culminates in a physical touch point? What happens when your customer actually holds your brand in their hands? Our next source, Unboxing the Importance of Packaging Design in the Digital Marketplace, reveals a surprising and I think enduring power of packaging design, even in our very digital world.
Yeah, this is fascinating. What truly stands out here is how packaging design, despite the massive shift to online shopping, retains such a significant impact on customer decisions.
Right.
It actively helps to attract new customers and, just as importantly, reinforce loyalty with existing ones. Think about it. It's often the first physical interaction a customer has with a brand they bought online. That makes it incredibly powerful.
And the source gives some fantastic examples of companies really leveraging packaging effectively. Take Glossier, for instance. Their minimalistic design, that soft pink color scheme, the clean lines, it gives a sense of elegance and luxury. But it feels like more than just elegant, right? It's almost a masterful stroke of brand psychology.
Yeah.
That soft color, the minimalist approach, it creates an almost intimate personal experience.
Yeah, like fostering a sense of community, maybe aspirational self-care, long before you even unbox the product itself.
Exactly. Then there's Zara. They have this creative approach, wrapping products in simple brown paper, sealed with just a colorful sticker. It's simple, yes, but really eye-catching.
And it powerfully enhances their brand identity, doesn't it? Especially appealing the source notes to the younger generation.
For sure. And then, of course, you have Amazon. Their focus is totally different, functional, practical, environmentally friendly.
Yes, the frustration-free packaging.
Right. Eliminating excess, simplifying disposal. They've essentially made their packaging about efficiency, which in itself is a brand statement.
Which raises a really important question. How does packaging resonate so well with very specific target audiences? The source gives two more really compelling examples of this. Think about Harry's. They appeal to young urban males. Bold colors, clean lines, a simple design that conveys masculinity, sophistication. This helped them carve out a significant niche in the male grooming market just by speaking directly to their demographics' aesthetic preferences through the packaging.
That makes perfect sense.
And then you have Hims. Totally different vibe. Playful, colorful design. Bold typography, illustrations, bright colors. They're using design to make wellness feel more approachable, less intimidating. Breaking through traditional stigmas, appealing to younger generations who appreciate that direct, vibrant communication style.
So the practical application for your strategy seems really clear here. The source highlights that businesses investing in truly effective packaging, well, they're more likely to improve return rates, develop and preserve their brand identity, and provide other tangible benefits to their customers.
Definitely.
It really proves it's so much more than just a box.
Absolutely. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, successful packaging design isn't just accidental. It's a strategic act. It's deliberate. It meticulously considers three key factors: the product category itself, the target audience you're trying to reach, and the purchasable medium, how they're buying it. This kind of holistic approach allows businesses to create designs that truly stand out and establish a meaningful connection with customers, even when that initial purchase happens entirely online.
It has to be different, right? Like luxury watch packaging versus
a fast-moving consumer good, exactly.
Yeah.
Even if both are sold digitally, the packaging needs to reflect the product and the expectation.
So today we've navigated two distinct, but as we've seen, equally vital aspects of modern business success. First, the strategic construction of your digital toolkit, that MarTech stack, and second, the surprisingly powerful impact of your physical brand presence through packaging. Both, really, in their own ways, are about intentional design and truly understanding your customer, whether that's through a seamless digital workflow or a memorable unboxing experience.
Mm-hmm. Remember, whether it was those efficient gears of your MarTech stack working behind the scenes or the carefully chosen colors and textures of your packaging that the customer touches, every single element contributes to your overall brand story and the customer experience. It's about leveraging every touch point you have available, really transforming a simple transaction into more of a relationship.
Okay, so let's leave you with a final provocative thought to mull over. How do you ensure that the internal efficiency and the strategic gains you achieve from a really well-built MarTech stack, how do you make sure that directly informs and maybe even amplifies the external, tangible experience your customer has with your product's packaging? How do you create that truly seamless, powerful brand journey from the digital click all the way to the physical unboxing? Something to think about as you build your own strategies.